Who made you?
God made me.
What else did God make?
All things.
Why did God make all things?
For His glory.
How can you glorify God?
By loving Him and doing what He commands.
Where do you learn how to love and obey God?
In the Bible.
What's the Bible?
God's Word.
Hey, what up, fam? It's your boy Norm, and I want to welcome you to a special episode of the Evangelical Norm. As you probably can tell, we are going to talk about and review Shai Linne's new album that just dropped, technically it's yesterday, on the 21st, Jesus Kids. So, we're going to listen to a little bit of it. We're going to talk about a little bit of it. Just to start off with, look, Shai Linne is either the top of or rounds off everybody's top five, right? Just based on influence and so on. So we expect great stuff to come from Shai when he puts it out. He is, he stopped and pastored the church for a while, didn't do any music, just dropped Still Jesus this past year, came correct with that. Can't complain about that one. I think I may have actually reviewed it as well. And now he's got Jesus Kids. So, to start off, let me see if I can say any more times. The cute factor of just the catechism with his kid, and it just doesn't get better than that, right? To be able to get some really cool music. This isn't the hard hitting stuff that adults are wanting, but it's fun for adults. It really is. I love this album. I would love this album even if I didn't have a 2-year-old daughter who loves this album. So, but, if you're looking for edge, if you're looking for, cutting beats and stuff like that, pick up Ivy's album, pick up Strack's album, these things. Kurt Kennedy's got the appendix coming out. But man, this is something that you're going to go out and you're going to spend some money on your kids this week for something that's not nearly as beneficial as what this album is going to be. So go pick up this album. It is phenomenal. I use that word way too much. It's good. It is a really good album. It is fun for adults to listen to. It's fun for kids. My daughter loves it. And so I'm going to, again, play a little bit of a few songs just so you guys can hear it, see what it is. But if you've got kids, you definitely have got to go out and get this album.
Okay, kids. What we're going to do right now is recite the books of the Bible.
And if you don't know your books of the Bible, as an adult,
we're gonna recite them
this
together.
is going to help you out too.
You ready to do it with me?
You can learn it with your kids.
All right. Here we go.
If you can keep up.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah,
That's the part I can't keep up with.
Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi.
So again, this is just some cool stuff that kids can learn from, adults can learn from. We memorize every other song. This is a good way to learn this stuff.
Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3
part my daughter's got down pat. Jude, Revelation. So, at the books of the Bible, you got to know the books. And the cool thing is he's got some instrumentals at the end. So when you get to the point where your kids are learning this or you're learning this, honestly, I mean, I've never been good at knowing the addresses of verses and stuff like that. But you could tell by watching me, kind of lip sync with it. Um, the beginning of the Bible, the bigger books, the ones that you're used to reading and stuff like that, you know where they're at and you know where to find them. New Testament's a little easier. But man, when you get into the minor prophets, and I still can't keep up with them, but I'm learning them, and it's cool. It's cool just to be able to go, oh, okay, this one is before this one, because generally, what? Come on, let's be honest. Most of us just turn to that area and then flip back and forth and try to find it, because you only got to go a few pages and you're going to find who you're looking for. But it's cool. So, he's got the books of the Bible, and then we've got God Made Me and You.
Yeah. He made us all, yo. Yeah, God made us all, yo. God made me and you. Sing, children.
Though we all have a different story.
Come on.
God made me and you.
Me and you, yo.
God made me and you.
For our joy, yeah.
For our joy and
So again, all the beats are really kind of upbeat. And again, I don't want to say it's just for kids, because it's not. I mean, this is stuff that I would like too.
He did it to show off his glory and worth. In Genesis 1, what we see in each verse is God made a world that is truly diverse. From icebergs to insects, tornadoes to trees, from lions to lizards, flamingos to fleas. Each in their own way, they are praising. Their differences cry out, God is amazing. But the crown jewel of the work of his hands are made in his image, both woman and man. We're not accidents, we are part of his plan. Yup, God made me and you. Let's go.
though we all have a different story.
God made us.
God made me and you.
Yeah.
God made me and you.
For our joy, y'all.
So again, we get, songs that are really good for kids to hear, help kids to learn theology, help adults to learn theology. Again, I'll say this all, probably that this should be the tagline. This isn't just for kids. It really isn't. I mean, it's geared towards kids. It is marketed as a kids album. It's Jesus Kids, and kids are going to love it. But I love this. I mean, like I said, even if I didn't have a 2-year-old daughter, almost 2-year-old daughter, I would like this album. It would be fun. That last song that the God Made Me and You, I mean, when I first heard the beat, it kind of took me back, and the first thing that I thought of when I heard that little, just kind of the bells and stuff in there was Shanice from back in the day. I Love Your Smile was the first song that kind of popped into my head. And so again, I'm an old school guy, so that's what it does. And so, but again, just kind of the real upbeat, kind of fun beats that go along with everything, and then what we all come to expect from Shai Linne. Some really good lyrical theology, and this is geared towards kids. So kids can learn it. I mean, attributes of God. One of probably my number one Shai Linne album above everything else. I think still Jesus is worked comes a real close second to that. But I mean, my favorite Shai Linne album has got to be Attributes of God, because it is just, it's lyrical theology, and then you get into lyrical theology. So this is just another thing, more of what we expect from Shai Linne, but it's really cool that it's geared towards kids. Something that, and then I love the catechism portions of it. And there's 3 or 4 catechism rooms.
No, there's only one God.
And how many persons does this one God exist?
3 persons.
Who are the 3 persons?
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Where is God?
God is everywhere.
Can you see God?
No, I cannot see God, but He always sees me.
Who were our first parents?
Adam and Eve.
What did Adam and Eve do?
They sinned against God.
What is sin?
Sin is disobeying God.
Why did God send Jesus into the world?
To save His people from their sins.
What did Jesus do to save his people from their sins?
He died on the cross and He rose from the grave.
So we've got cool little catechism interludes. Looking at it, there's 3 of them. And so, again, this is just stuff that can help us to teach our kids. Music is, we all know that music is one of the things that people memorize easier than anything else. If you can take something and you can put it to music, it's easy to memorize it. It makes it easier. I mean, I can still recite Ice Cube, the Predator, from back in the day because it's musical and it's the way that our minds work to help memorize. So for kids and adults, again, this is ways that we can learn and memorize this stuff. Just like anything else that we get that is lyrical theology from Shai Linne in any of his albums. But I really dig this one. This is probably going to be number 2 or number 3 in my Shai Linne catalog of my favorite albums, just because this is going to be one that I share so much more with my little girl, and so obviously it's going to be more endearing. By the way, he's got a book coming out soon too. You can pick it up, pre-order it on Amazon, and it's God Made Me and You, so it kind of goes along with the song we just listened to. So I pre-ordered it, looking forward to getting that. So again, just more stuff that I can use to teach my daughter. She has a Martin Luther book that she loves. And so I'm hoping that this God Made Me and You book will be one of those that she loves too. But I'm going to wrap up and I'm going to play a little bit of the title song.
I'm a Jesus kid. I believe the good news, so I'm a Jesus kid. A Jesus kid. I'm a Jesus kid. God can use me too, cause I'm a Jesus kid. A Jesus kid. I'm a Jesus kid. I believe the good news, so I'm a Jesus kid. A Jesus kid. I'm a Jesus kid. God can use me too, cause I'm a Jesus kid. A Jesus kid. I'm a Jesus kid. I believe the good news, so I'm a Jesus kid. A Jesus kid. I'm a Jesus kid. God can use me too, cause I'm a Jesus kid.
One thing we learned from Jesus' time in this world is how much he loves little boys and girls. Big crowds followed Jesus, hoping he would heal their sickness. Jesus showed compassion and healed them with the quickness. Some wanted to hear his lessons, others asked him questions. Some brought children to him, hoping that he would bless them, or maybe pray for them, lay hands on the babies. But when they saw this, the disciples got angry. What do you think this is? He's not a babysitter, is he? Send the kids away. Don't you see the teacher's busy? But Jesus said, they can come if they please. The kingdom of God belongs to ones like these. So please let the children come to me and don't hinder. Unless you become like them, heaven you won't enter. So kids, look to the cross where Jesus hung and receive eternal life because you're not too young.
So, Jesus Kids, it's available. You can get it on iTunes. It's streaming on Amazon, and I'm gonna beat the same dead horse that I beat every time I review someone's video or somebody's album. Don't stream this stuff. Please spend $8, $9, whatever it is. Spend the money, buy the album, download it, do it old school. I know that we want to be able to save money and do stuff like that, but if we're going to continue to support lyrical theology, if we're going to continue to want guys to put out good, solid music, stuff that'll bless our kids as well as us and just our own listening preferences and our own desires to hear music that we like, if we want these guys to keep making this music, guys like Shai and Ivy and Omri and everybody else at Wrath and Grace, Mario, you name it. We've gotta buy the albums, guys. We've got to go out and buy the album, make the purchase, grab it on Amazon, grab it on iTunes, wherever it is that you buy your music, but buy the music. Buy the album. Don't just stream it. Don't just wait for it to pop up on Spotify, because the differences in what these guys make off of it between each streaming royalty they get based off of what they get if you buy the whole album is just crazy different. So go buy this album. Go spend, I think it's $9 or $10, and I've had it for a while. I got it because I'm a Patreon supporter, so I got it early, and I got it for free. But I mean, I'm kicking him some money to support Shai Linne on a regular basis. So spend $9 and go buy the album. Pre-order the book. As soon as I get it, I'll review it as well. Let you guys know how it is. But I mean, if it's anything like his music, we know it's going to be great. It's going to be theologically sound. It's going to be entertaining, and so on. So I'm going to say it one more time. Go out and buy this album. And I'm going to take us out with, he's got a few hymns on here, A Mighty Fortress, and my favorite song. So I'm going to take us out with a little bit of My Jesus, I Love Thee. And I'm going to say, as always, preach the gospel at all times. Use words that are necessary. And until next time, Soli Deo Gloria.